How y'all doing? We're here with Ginger and There's Creations, working on part 3 of 6 for the new chest of drawers project. Let's go paint! Bit of turquoise, bit of copper, and some crazy colors. What I have done is I have poured over to one side so that we end up getting sort of stripiness. There is a difference depending on which direction you pour out of the cup from. Normally, I would pour out so that I was going with the cup this way, and I would pour away from what I was doing. In this case, I'm going to puddle down and pour it across, so pour it forward. It seems to add a little bit more shape and visual interest. If you watched Barbed Rose, you'll see that I kind of did separate pools. In this one, I'm going to try to pour it slowly and just have it all be one long pool that I will then stretch out. And I think that I am going to pour out from the side on these. Still kind of my instinct to want to pour it out and pour away. But I am going to pour out and pour towards. Slowly, close up. And kind of see how they mimic each other here and there. Popping some bubbles, looking like we're mostly revealing yellow. Popping in with some flow extender. Just basically wetting the surface so that the colors will have something to surf over instead of rolling over themselves on the way to the edge. Why did I do it in two colors? I don't know. And I'm going to push that way. Start with, because I got the farthest to go that way. Trying not to let too much go off right at the beginning. There's a lump. That's probably what I saw come from that turquoise right at the very beginning. Right there. It's hard to tell if something is actually a lump or if it is a bubble. That is something in the purple. Might actually just be purple. Alright, I'm gonna flip it around. Push it back this way. Back and forth, back and forth. And push it a little bit down this way, and then a little bit down this way. I want to pull the weight of the paint towards me a little bit more before I do this. Right towards that edge. Just kind of until we've got coverage. Torment the edge too much just to eliminate that base coat. Now we're going to pull back the other way so that our lines can straighten up. put some on it, chase it right back off since I messed up that area just a little bit too much for words. But it will very easily chase back off. I can fix it just by covering it with black. This I'm not so sure about. Take another shot. One more bottom of the cup rescue. This way. See if we can push that edge just enough. That edge is opening up so nicely. As I'm trying to chase away stuff that I just added. The edge over here is starting to get overstretched. You can see because the black is showing through more and more. But now that I've largely gotten that off and you can't see too much that I've messed with it, I'm just going to try to get my lines back on target. That kind of just means pushing down in the opposite direction. I think we've probably gotten about as much movement as we're going to get out of this thing. See it. Here we go. Don't know what to call it, but it is this way up. Because I did learn my lesson from last time. There is a directionality to these things. Let's give a little flyover. Purple, turquoise, magenta, yellow, copper, a bit of the white. Got some nice teal turquoise going on right in the middle. This sunrise thing, oranges and blues. And that weird little corner that I added at the end, but doesn't stick out too much now. I'm happy with that. Plenty happy with that. So we will see what it does when it is dry. Stay tuned for the dry result. This one lost a bitty bit of its vibrance as it dried. I wasn't sure if I wanted to call it something with flags, because it does have a bit of a flag vibe to it, like a tattered flag vibe. But I landed on calling this one 16-bit gaming, and I'll kinda show you why as we do our flyby. We've got so many layers going on and a lot of flow. But right up in here, do you see what we got? We got an itty-bitty game snake. Little snake. It's cute. And I worked really hard to preserve it because it just popped up and I could have screwed it up. This is the part that I kind of felt was more vibrant before it dried. It's got a lovely, lovely sort of 16-bit gaming vibe, that Nintendo feel of the Mega Man and whatnot. I don't know. It's just got this very over-the-top, crazy color vibe with our little snake friend hanging out in the center of the pond there. So there it is. Get back to all of it. There's the whole thing. 16-bit gaming. Comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you next Sunday. Bye-bye.